Hey guys, I'm back with another review, and this review is for Tyler Perry's Zatima, season 1, episode 4, titled To Tell the Truth. Now, if you guys are just tuning in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share the video, of course. So, we're gonna dive right into it to do the review for this episode. Now, as we see, this episode started off real hot. So the last time we left off in episode 3, we saw Zach run upstairs trying to get away from Belinda. And as he walks up, Fatima is there, right? So Fatima is there sitting down, and Zach is shocked to see her. So Belinda then comes up with her shirt all open, and she's like, "Hey girl, I can explain." Fatima's like, "Really? Did she just say, hey girl?" They get to arguing. Well, not to arguing. Belinda is trying to explain herself as to why she was there. She want to show Fatima how trifling Zach is and that he really hasn't changed. And then she's explaining, and then she gets herself caught up because now she's saying that she timed it out so that by the time Fatima's hair is done, she would have come back to tell Fatima that Zach was on to her. But Fatima was up there the entire time listening to the conversation, and she knows that is not what happened. Listen, when Fatima figured it out and when Fatima grabbed her purse, man, I was like, oh crap, it's about to go down. So Fatima grabs her purse and Zach is trying to get it away from her. I mean, this scene was one of my favorite scenes from this episode. I know other persons like the other scene, but this one was one of my favorite. Like, she actually got her gun and shot at them. She didn't shoot either of them, but she just shot at them because she was upset, trying to prove a point, right? And the way Zach held her to get the gun from her, like the way he held her on the bed, and like he was like, "Calm down, baby, you need to calm down." Like that scene, that was my favorite scene. I mean, they were acting there. They've been doing such a good job with the acting in this series. I absolutely love it. And in this episode, we're going to see where Fatima gets real vulnerable. We've never seen that before on Sisters or even in any other earlier episodes. And she gets real vulnerable because, I mean, it's her best friend. And she completely just broke her. They've been best friends for so long. And to know that she's willing to come up there to try to push upon Zach to prove a point makes no sense. So Zach was finally able to calm Fatima down, and he got the gun from her. He was finally able to calm her down, and I think she's asleep. He's downstairs, and it's Angela. She's at the door. She wants to speak to Fatima, and she is being real salty because she's like, I spoke to Belinda and she told me what happened. So she spoke to Belinda first, and she completely believed what Belinda said because Belinda basically told her side. Like, Belinda is going to say, I try to prove to Fatima that he hasn't changed, he's still trifling, and he did push upon me, and then Fatima shot at me. So that seems like the story that Angela heard. So Angela had a whole attitude coming in trying to talk to Zach because she wanted to get to Fatima. But Zach is like, nope, she broke her heart, so I'm just gonna let her sleep. But anyways, Angela goes upstairs. She ended up, Fatima said, let her come up, and she goes upstairs and they're having a whole conversation. Fatima is explaining that she was there. She heard the whole thing. And Zach even tried to run away, and she still continued to chase him. Now, Angela was believing it for a minute until Fatima got mad and said, like, I'm not trying to do this with you because you're always so nice. You believe anything. So she finally did believe the truth eventually. We can definitely see that Fatima was completely heartbroken after this lady sat in her face the day before and basically said, listen, if he makes you happy, then go ahead and do that. I don't want him anymore. I'm not going to try to come after him. You just be happy and be with him. And I hope he doesn't hurt you. I hope he really has changed. But then you come the other day, you don't tell your other friend that you're doing this. You don't tell me that you're doing this. And then you're there trying to push up. So Fatima is completely heartbroken. Zach is also downstairs speaking with Bryce. And he's explaining to Bryce what happened. And Bryce is kind of on the brink because Bryce is like, it's a gun. Like, she can't just be going around putting the gun on people. And Zach completely understands, but he knows where Fatima comes from, and he knows why she does it. It's for protection. So he's kind of like defending her. So after Angela and Fatima had the talk, Angela, being the big girl that she is, and I like that part, Angela came down and she apologized. Unlike what we used to see from the sister circle back in Sisters, where they don't give a damn about Zach's feelings, or even if they're wrong, even if Karen is wrong, they're never going to say that to Zach. But Angela came downstairs and she actually did apologize to Zach and say that, she just misjudged the situation. And I love that. It's showing another side, that away from the sister circles, like, there are actual women out there who would, own up and respect the fact that he is Fatima's boyfriend and she was wrong and she is apologizing, unlike the sister circle. I think this scene is one of the most played scenes. I think it's a lot of person's favorite. So Zach comes upstairs and he's like, big spoon or little spoon? He's just trying to comfort her. So she's like, little spoon. And he gets in and he cuddles with her and they have a little conversation. He's asking her, how did you get upstairs? And she's like, I grew wings and I was mad. So she's crying. We've never seen Fatima cry before. She's crying. She's been vulnerable. And Zach is there holding her. He's actually apologizing for sleeping with Belinda, even though it was 2 years ago. And I was like, damn, like, this man really has changed. Like, he's really trying his best to comfort her, make her know that, he got her. And I like that. I like that we're able to see them vulnerable to each other and they're able to express themselves. That's the Zach and Fatima we love to see. The next morning, Zach is in a whole good mood. He's dancing and he's cooking, and apparently he's getting somebody to come and look at the other side so that he can have it rent out. Fatima comes downstairs. She seemed a lot better than she was yesterday, and she's saying that she either need a vacation or a run. Zach is like, I could take you to Florida. But Zach can't get a passport because of his record, but he's definitely willing to take her to Florida. So in this scene, we get to see how playful they are. Like, no matter what situation they go through, they will always bounce back, and they're playing around each other, just having a casual conversation. And Zach he goes on a run with Fatima, but Zach is not. He doesn't like jogging. He says his back hurts. So they're there and they're on a jog. Fatima says that she's going to leave Zach because she has to go to work, and she jogs off. She has her back turned, right? And she runs into this person. When she turns around, it's Ian. So Ian is here apologizing, wanting to take Fatima to dinner. Zach is not paying attention because he got a call from Bryce to tell him to meet him at some location. So he wasn't really paying attention. When he does finally send, he goes over there, and so Fatima is explaining who the person is and that he wants to take her to dinner. And Zach is like, no, we're not doing that. And both of them say it together like, nope, we're not doing that. Because Ian wants to make the whole thing, he wants to apologize and he wants to give her closure and all of that good stuff after he left her and got married to somebody else. The next scene we see is where Zach is at the place with Bryce. And so Bryce got him an office because he always wanted an office. So he got something and they're going to go in business together half and half. And they're going to start a company, and they're naming the company Rise Enterprise, or Rise Ventures, I should say, right? I like that. Rise. He's been down so long. He's finally on the rise. He's finally going up from where he is. So, I mean, he's excited. He's overjoyed. But at the same time, it's bothering him that he notices that Fatima's whole mood change after seeing Ian. So he's contemplating, like, are there still feelings there? So Bryce is like, just ask her. He said he will. I mean, to be honest, Fatima never really healed from Ian. She just moved on. And that's the same thing she's explaining to Angela in the scene. Like, she felt him. She just felt him all over, because she never really healed. She just moved on. She got angry about the whole thing and she buried her feelings. There wasn't any closure because they never spoke. So there wasn't any closure for her. So she's at work and then Ian shows up. Ian shows up because he wants to talk to her. He wants to take her to dinner. And he's telling Fatima that he has cancer. Now, honestly, I don't know if I believe this whole cancer story, right? I mean, maybe he does have cancer, but we know how exes are. Something is always wrong with them because they want you to come back and be sympathetic and they want you to have talks and whatever the case is. But I don't know. Fatima seems to believe him because she was crying at some point. I'm guessing because she feels bad. But this whole cancer story, like, I'm gonna need some more information on this whole cancer story. Like, this story is just popping up now because like, I don't know. But tell me what you guys think. Do you really think Ian has cancer or if he's sick or whatever? But Fatima decides that she's going to meet him at the coffee shop after work. That's in the same building. I'm hoping that she does go ahead and tell Zach, like, Zach, I'm going to meet this man in the coffee shop because it's going to start some drama if she doesn't. So tell me, guys, do you really believe this whole cancer story with Ian, or is he just coming back trying to get in good with Fatima? Definitely leave it in the comments and tell me what you guys think about my review. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching that video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and subscribe to our channel, like, share, leave a comment, and check out all the other videos on our channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time.